I'm fairly certain that one of the biggest sparring struggles that beginners or intermediates have is that fear that they have inside, which is stopping them from wanting to attack. You're on the outside, you're moving around, you're looking for your opportunity, but you know as soon as you enter for your attack, you're gonna get countered or you're gonna get hit on the way in. Fortunately, we have some techniques, some very safe ways of entering, which I'm gonna share with you right now. One of the best ways to improve your ability to not be scared upon entry is to improve your defense. I know it sounds different, but it's really true. When your defense is strong, you can move forward and be like, okay, as I enter, I can pick shots off. All of that can be learnt in my defense course. Unfortunately, that is closed right now. Doors have closed. Everybody who got registered is currently learning, but you can click the link in the description below, head over to vargacombat.com and make sure you get your name on the email list for the next course. But for today, we're talking about ways to enter, not so much using defense, but just safe offensive ways to enter, which are gonna help you in sparring if you're still feeling a little bit gun shy. Move number one is gonna be getting your head off the center line. Whichever way your head drops, you make sure your hand is planted to your head. That means that if I lean down, at least I have protection on this side. Now what I do as I enter and I bring my head off the center line is I punch with the opposite hand. Because I move my head off the center line, any shot that attacks on a straight trajectory is gonna miss. So really, when I'm sparring, I go, okay, if I get to here, I can pretty much do that without fear. Of course, now it's the transition into the follow-up techniques, building that combination where you might go, okay, now I'm a little scared again. But in my experience, even from a long time ago, before I was a professional fighter, I could enter with my head off the center line, get that quick exit, and pretty much every time be safe. The trick is not just entering with your head up, because now you're a bit of a sitting duck, especially as a beginner or an intermediate fighter. Head off the center line, other hand really high, eyes open, stick the shoulder really high so you're not exposed from this side. If you can get all that done at once and a quick exit, you're gonna feel very safe. The next safe technique that I wanna talk with you about is a low kick. Now I know you might be thinking, well, a low kick never feels that safe when I throw it. Like, it's easy for me to get countered. As I throw the low kick, they can just stand there, take it, and throw the cross. But what we need to focus on when throwing this low kick is, what are our hands doing? If we do a traditional swing and a big powerful low kick, then yes, my head is exposed a little bit. But if we do something more Liam Harrison or Joseph Valtellini style, where we keep our hands here and we just blast in, we don't really put the pivot into the kick, we're just touching, then from here I don't really expose myself that much. And all I have to do is get myself to about punch range. So I just take a little step forward, or it could be even a little jump step to catch the angle. So you cut off. It's a little harder for somebody to attack on that center line, as we just talked about when our head has moved, except now we're jumping to the side, but my hands stay up. And I don't compromise my defense. I still look straight down the middle. I can still make adjustments mid-kick if I need to. That is one of the safest techniques to throw, which is why very early in fights you will see people, even UFC fighters, use that technique. In addition, the other one that you will see people use with the same hand positioning is shuffle up and the inside low. Because I don't compromise my hands, this one also works very well. We already have three great techniques. We have head off the center line with a little bit of a push forward. We have a little step, and then we have our shuffle up, and you're already going, okay, there's three techniques where I should feel really darn safe. The next one, which I love to do, and I always feel safe doing, even though you might be going, once I show it to you, you might be going, ooh, I don't want to try that, but really it is very safe. It's sliding up with a front kick fake, and at the same time extending my hands down the center line. As I do this, I've closed off pretty much all viable counter options of the hands. Hands out here mean they can't throw the straight punches. Shoulders up high means they can't land the hooks. The only danger is the uppercut. So I just keep my eye out for that. I can make adjustments if needed. I slide up with my knee really high that closes off the ability for them to front kick me. I jam them so I can be moving here and I just whoop. And then once my hand touches them, touches their guard, I slide it around and I drag them into the clinch. Easy way to enter into the clinch without a lot of risk. Just whoop and lock them up. And then from there I can start working my knees, or I can push off into another technique, or I can grab, release, get into my hands, slide. Don't let them see it coming. I'm not doing any skip. I just pump my knee and slide forward, hands down the middle. As soon as I connect, I just give them a little bit of force so they can't quickly throw a punch. They're gonna usually lock up, and then from there, grab, pull them in, and the other hand locks. Very simple way to just whoop, get into that tight position without any real risk. The last safe technique to throw that I want you guys to work on is a lead leg round kick. But we're gonna make a couple changes to it because we wanna stay as safe and as defensively sound as possible. So very often when you guys throw your left round kick, you're probably skipping to start off. You're skipping and you're keeping your head right above your foot, trying to get big power. And I love this technique, but it doesn't make you feel the safest if you're learning, because you are after the shot within punch range, or if they check, they can come back with the round kick. What you can alternatively do is get yourself just outside jab range and now just lift off, throw this kick directly and lean your head backwards. The trick at the end of it is not coming back to this stance, because now I'm within striking range. I'm standing here, I go kick, lean my head back, come to parallel, and then reset. Very safe way to just be standing here, go, okay, they're within range, boom, and I can get that shot off without any real danger. Because even if they check the round kick, I'm now creating extra distance and stepping back, so the round kick should miss. If they manage to double arm block, they do the X block as I throw my round kick, my head has leaned back a little bit more, and again, I get myself out of range. That little tip back of the head helps create a little bit more space, which makes it very difficult for them to get any attack or counters off. All 5 of these techniques, in my opinion, are very safe ways to throw single shots, get the quick exit, not worry about getting countered. Is this gonna help you win every round? Help you win fights? Not on its own. But it's a great spot to start. If you're feeling a little gun shy in your sparring, you want to open up a little bit more, but you don't know how to do it safely. Now you do. And then, for example, if you start off and you go, okay, I'm getting pretty good at this jab. I'm sticking it, I'm exiting, it's clean. Then what you do is you start trying to add the cross. I enter, head off the center line, and I throw that cross. And all of a sudden I'm going, oh, I'm throwing combinations now. Or if you want to do something off the round kick, I'm doing that little shuffle to get my inside low. You go, okay, this person's not checking. Now I come from here and I drop forward into my cross. And then from there, maybe I follow up, or maybe I get my quick exit. I look for them. What kind of reaction are they doing? I'm standing strong. I'm keeping my hands high. No risk, touch, exit. Or you start building into stuff like, ooh, touch, hit, low kick, and then get my exit. And then all of a sudden, we're doing great. We're throwing those longer combinations. You can always use the 5 techniques that I showed you today as the entry to any combination, really. Even the last one that I showed you, I lean back. You might be going, oh, I feel a little off balance because of the lean back. I just come from here. I go into a longer stance at the end to help me suck my weight back in. And then from there, I can come into whatever I want as a finish. All these are gonna help you. I hope you guys try them out. I hope they assist you in your sparring and you feel that confidence just build up. And remember, work your defense, because it is a big key to being more confident in your offense. As always, guys, train hard. I'll see you back here soon for another video.